My name is Amanda and welcome to The Done Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we're going to be doing something a little bit different and a little bit fun. So whether you're watching this in 2021 at the time of my posting or later on, you're still tapping into this energy of change. 2021 is a universal year number 5, which means it's all about the changes, the conflict, the competition, everything that those number 5s represent. This is what we're going through. And I know a lot of us in the spiritual community are looking to change our lives for the better, and even those who aren't in the spiritual community, but change can be scary. Even if it's a change we're wanting to make, it's not always easy to go through. So I wanted to do a pick a card where we're really tapping into the potential energy if you make a decision. So think of any change that you're really wanting to make in your life. Some examples might be a weight loss journey, or changing jobs, leaving a relationship, getting into a new relationship, whatever kind of big changes you want to create in your life. Think of one in particular, and that's what you're going to go with. Of course, if you want to assign a different decision to each of the 3 piles, go ahead and do it that way as well. Or if you just have one big change you want to make or one decision you know you need to make, you can find the pile that's right for you. And if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy, and then focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3. And again, if more than one pile calls out to you, or you want to assign a different pile to each decision or big change you want to make, go ahead and do it however you see fit. And once you've selected those pile or piles, go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also try to pin them as the top comment. So remember, you guys, these are general readings. Do not hang the rest of your life on a pick a card reading done by some lady on the internet. Of course, always use your own gut, your own intuition, and only take from these piles here what resonates with your life and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment more to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect if you make this decision that you are thinking of making, or this choice you're thinking of making, or this change. Let's just tap into the potential of what this might mean in your life. And to make this even more fun, I'm going to do 3 rounds of pendulum where I ask yes or no questions. So if you want to pause right now and write down 3 questions surrounding this decision you need to make that would have a response of a yes or no question, go ahead and write those down and be ready. When we come to the end of the reading, we're going to get into your 3 yes or no questions surrounding this decision you need to make. So let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so we're going to start right here in the middle, and this is just kind of maybe an underlying theme or something you can surrender while making this choice or decision that's really going to help you have the best possible outcome if you make this decision or this change or this choice. So you guys have the Surrender Your Addictions card here. So whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So I have a feeling many of you are asking about changing a specific dynamic in your life, either a relationship dynamic, healthy habit dynamic, day-to-day kind of routine dynamic, or even maybe moving your job or your location. And of course, if your decision that you're wanting to make doesn't fall into that, please hold on. This is still going to resonate for you. But I think the bulk of you guys, that's why you honed in on this pile here. Especially those of you looking to just level yourselves up and really step into your own potential as a result of whatever this decision is that you need to make. So surrendering your addictions, really getting a pad and paper out and really fleshing out all the bad habits you have or the things that you feel you may have addictions to. And don't hold back. Really let yourself have it on this. And I know it doesn't feel good for us to write out all of our, supposed faults or flaws. But this is really going to help you get clarity on what you can cut out of your life to actually make your life better. So with this inner power card here, it says the Divine Father. Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. So this is just letting you know, if you make this decision to really surrender into what it is you're doing or go in a new direction with something, just know that that inner power, that inner strength, your own intuition, your guides, your angels, your higher self, God, source themselves are working through you and with you to co-create exactly what you want. So I think the question many of you are wondering, or the decision many of you are wondering about, this involves your divine life purpose here on this planet, and you making this choice. It's really going to put you in alignment with who it is you came here to be. And that's why your intuition is really telling you you should probably make a positive change in a better direction. With this leap of faith card here, it says, I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. Again, co-creating, doing it with me. You are not doing this alone. You really are somebody who has a lot of support with your spirit team, your guides, your angels, your crossed over loved ones are even really close to you, working with you and really helping you shift your maybe even belief systems around what it is that you are even capable of going after or doing in this life. You have all of these passengers helping you out. They're with you along for the ride. You are not alone through this. So you jump, you make this decision, and the universe will catch you and support you as you make any necessary changes you need to make in your life. So if you make this decision that you're thinking of, you will really start to lean into and feel that support from your spirit team. So with this number 14 here, 1 + 4 is 5, which is all about changes and choices and even some conflict and a little bit of competition. But in this regard here, moderation, we pair that up with addictions. And of course, there are certain people, like for instance, alcoholics. Even if they're drinking in moderation, there's this point where they just go overboard and they can't stop. So they have to just completely cut it out of their lives. But I am thinking whatever it is many of you were asking about, this isn't an addiction you need to cut out of your life. And the biggest example that Spirit's like putting flashing lights for me is your time spent on social media or mindlessly scrolling, something like that. So it's not to say that you have to completely cut social media out of your life. Spirit's just saying, when you make these changes in your life, you'll go about your life in a much more moderate approach. It won't be all or nothing, but you'll take that middle line and it'll really balance things out for you. So taking this leap of faith, making this choice is really going to balance things out for you. And also over here with this 33, 33 is the number of the ascended masters of creation, creativity. So you guys really are, as a result of making this decision, tapping into that deeper creation part of yourself. More of your higher self is coming online to help aid you into co-creating your life with the universe. But the message here on the card is about communication. So as a result of making this decision, your communication is going to be stronger. Your throat chakra is going to be a light, like really lit up, but also your solar plexus, because we pair this communication up with this solar plexus card over here, which is citrine. So citrine might be a crystal you can carry with you or have near you that'll really help you tap into your communication abilities and just your sense of confidence in that you're communicating the right things to the people that you need to talk to. But for many of you, this is just communicating in a whole new way at work, in relationships. You making this change, you're going to unblock something in your communication, and it's actually going to benefit your communication. Some of you who are my writers or creatives, maybe you're really lifting some creative blocks by really diving in and making this decision that you need to make. But with the solar plexus here, it says here abundance. The world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. So surrendering some of your limiting belief systems around about what you can create in your life, that's really going to actually bring more abundance into your life. But we have all this yellow here. So I'm really seeing that maybe working with your solar plexus chakra will really help you tap into that source of yourself where you really start bringing more abundance into your life. Then we have the Passion card here with the Sacral Chakra and Tiger Eye. So Tiger Eye is another great crystal you can use for your sacral and even sometimes solar plexus. It kind of has like a dual purpose there, Tiger Eye, to really gain that confidence and power in yourself, but also that creativity within yourself. Passion, turn your fear of change into excitement for change. So I think the fact that many of you are asking, if I make this choice, what will happen? It's just because you are afraid of making the wrong choice. Or if I make this choice and take that leap of faith, then what if it all falls apart? What if? So you're kind of settling right now for the status quo. But this is saying if you take that leap of faith, if if you trust that this decision is right for you to go in a better direction, to really step into your potential, you're going to tap into that inner sense of passion, and that solar plexus and sacral chakra are just going to be so lit up for you, and also that throat chakra as well. But take that leap of faith, because the universe will catch you. Okay, we're about ready now to get into your 3 questions. So if you haven't figured out 3 questions you want to ask about this change, this decision you need to make, go ahead and pause the video and get that figured out. Otherwise, let's move right into question 1. So show us yes, pendulum. That's our yes. Circular, show us no. So kind of back and forth is no. So for question number 1, is the answer for everybody a yes or a no? We're getting a really strong yes for question 1. Is the answer to question 2 a yes or a no? It's shifting kind of side to side but in a diagonal, so I feel like this could be a maybe. It's a no, but maybe certain things that you're doing will change it into more of a yes. So right now you have a maybe for question 2. So for question 3, is the answer yes, no, or maybe? Strong yes on question 3. All right, so I hope that brought you a little bit of clarity and support, knowing that if you do make this choice in your life, that is that leap of faith. The universe will catch you as you fall, and your wings will grow as you fall, so you'll be able to really step into your potential. So I hope this message resonated and brought you some clarity and guidance. You will have to let me know below what you thought, maybe what your choice is or what your decision you're trying to make, or these changes you want to make. I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, record number 2, let's go ahead and find out about the potential of you making this choice, this change, this decision in your life. And we have added the pendulum. So at the end of the reading part, I'm going to be asking 3 yes or no questions about your choice or your decision you're wanting to make here. So if you want to pause right now and get your 3 questions written out so you have access to that, or just think of 3 questions you want to ask at the end, make sure they're yes or no questions, because the pendulum will really only answer us a yes, no, or a maybe. So have those ready, or you can press pause later on when we get into that and write your questions. Maybe you want to think of your questions as you do the reading. However you want to do it, you can always pause it at any point and get those questions out. So let's go ahead and dive right into this choice, this decision you want to potentially make, and see what change or what it will create in your life. All right, group 2. So let's go ahead and start right here in the middle. This is kind of the thing that you need to surrender to really make this decision and take that leap of faith, so to speak, into the direction of a new potential for you. So if you make this decision, group 2, you will be surrendering that obsessive thinking. So it says here, if you're obsessed about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So not being so up in your head about thinking about, what if I do this? If I do this, then this bad thing will happen. Or if I don't do this, this other thing will happen. And oh man, what's this person gonna think? You know, all that mental chatter. Gemini moon here, so I'm not calling any of you out if I'm not gonna call myself out. We all tend to overanalyze certain things or worry or think all the time. So if you are someone who's really overthinking and, overanalyzing things, like that analysis paralysis, kind of stuck in a situation because you're like, if I make this decision, then these other things might happen, or what if, and, analysis paralysis. You're overanalyzing things so much that you don't make any moves. But if you make the move, if you do the thing you're asking about here, you'll be getting rid of some of that obsessive thinking, because as a result, you really are stepping into your intuition. Because right here we have the intuition card with the number 22. You may be seeing a lot of the number 22, or be a life path 22, born on the 22nd of a month. Maybe the number 22 just holds some certain significance for you. Maybe you were a number 22 in baseball or basketball or something when you were a child or younger. Something about 22 is really going to support you through this change you need to make, because 2 + 2 is 4, which is that support from your guides, your angels, your crossover loved ones, and support from people in your life. So when you really get a handle on that over obsessive thinking and making the choice to take that leap of faith, your intuition is really going to catch you. Your intuition is really going to come on point and help you make any necessary decisions or changes you need to make as you go through this decision that you're doing here. But with this signs card here, third eye chakra, lepidolite, we have lepidolite on the table even. How beautiful. But it's hard to see because it's dark like the table, but maybe you can see it better now. Beautiful. It's such a great stone. But this is really resonant with, I also say crown chakra, but this card is really resonant with the third eye chakra here. So signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. You pair signs up with intuition, and then that number 22. You may be seeing 22 when you're on the right path. 1111, 444, any kind of numbers or repetitive things, synchronicities, and stuff that just keeps coming into your awareness. These are signs from spirit and your own higher self that you're on the right path. But as a result also of you making this choice or decision, you're going to start seeing more synchronicity in your life and more signs out in the universe for you to pick up on. And there are like those little breadcrumbs I always talk about that are going to keep you on the right path for you. So then here we have the miracle of prayer with Archangel Sandalphon. So calling in Archangel Sandalphon, working with Archangel Sandalphon, that will really help you know that you are protected and guided as you make these necessary changes. You know, if you make this decision, the potential is you're going to have some answered prayers. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. So this is going to be the answer to a prayer. If you take that leap of faith and go into this decision here, it will be the answer to a prayer. And of course, maybe this is something that's really been holding you back for a long time because you thought, well, if I did that, other people might not understand me, or they might shun me, or they might, be mad at me for some reason. I think a lot of what you guys have going on is you're just worried about the judgment of other people. And a lot of times that's why we get so stuck in that obsessive thinking. When our third eye chakra is blocked, when our throat chakra is blocked, when that zeal chakra and crown chakra are blocked, we care so much about what other people think of us, and it really does make it so we can't make choices for ourselves without wondering, well, what are they going to think? What are they going to think? What are they going to think? No. What does your gut think? What does your soul think? Because that's really where you need to be checking in. But as a result of you making this decision, that's where you're going to be checking in instead of wondering what everyone else is going to think. So then we have Shine Your Light with Archangel Uriel. And he is that light of God archangel. And what a beautiful messenger to come through. At the time of my filming this, it's come to my attention recently that Archangel Uriel has been working with me for quite a while, and I just didn't quite recognize his energy. I've been calling him the shapeshifter angel because some of what he does comes through more like Archangel Michael. Some of the stuff he does comes through more like Archangel Gabriel. And sometimes I think it's either Michael or Gabriel giving me this stuff, but I've come to learn lately a lot of that has been Archangel Uriel working with me and through me to really bring my, shine my light and bring more of my higher self online. But it says here on the card, thank you, Uriel, for helping me share my light with the world. Stepping into your true authenticity, not worrying about what people think if you shine more of your light, just tapping into your own gut, your own soul. That will be an answered prayer. So this choice that you need to make, you're really making it, and as a result, you're able to become more your true authentic self. Let some of these false masks and limiting beliefs slough away, and you just really step into your own light, your own soul, and it feels so beautiful and so supported. But also as a result of making this decision, you really are leveling up that throat chakra with that lapis lazuli crystal as well. So lapis lazuli and lepidolite are the two crystals that might really aid you in and through this decision that you want to make. For some of you, this looks like you just not leaving a relationship, like a significant other partnership, or divorcing. Some of you are not wanting to actually leave, but it's just changing the dynamic within a relationship. Maybe you're wondering if you should take a course or go to couples counseling or something, and maybe that's what you're asking about. And if that's the case, you're going to learn to really be able to express yourself better. Express your true self. The world needs you. Shine your light. Share your light with the world. Be your authentic self. You expressing who you are on that more soul level is really going to help you. But as a result of you making this choice that you're asking about, you're going to be able to express yourself so much better and really just shine your own authentic light as a result. But then our last card here, we've got the number 56, which adds up to an 11. So you have two master numbers added here, 2020, 22 and 11. So 11 is that awakening to your true self, to your authentic self, and letting the false parts of yourself fall away, the false parts of the world fall away, and step into what you know is real in this world. But going back to that number 56, relationship change. As a result of you making this decision, your relationships are going to change. Not all of them will change for the better, because there are just certain people in your life that want you in this box, and if you step out of that box, they feel threatened. So they're projecting their own fear or negativity onto you as a result of you wanting to level yourself up. So not everyone in your life is going to come along for the ride, but I think those who are most important to you and those you really vibe with, they're going to be so happy and supportive of you through this choice or this decision you're making, that they're just more and more excited for you every day. For those of you asking about your actual significant other or relationship, you making this choice, whether to stay or leave or just change something up in the dynamic, it's definitely changing your relationship with your significant other in some way. But if you don't have a significant other, or this choice or decision really doesn't involve them in any way, this is just your relationships with whoever is involved in the relationship. But for many of us who are married or coupled up, everything we do does affect our relationship. So however that resonates for you. All right, now we're ready to get into those 3 questions. So if you needed to press pause, now would be the time. Otherwise, we're going to just dive in. We're asking the pendulum 3 questions. So pendulum, show us yes, show us no. For the question number 1 that my viewers have, what is the answer? We've got a yes. So for question number 2, what is the answer? Much like group 1, we have a maybe. And this is going to strengthen closer into a yes the more you surrender to that obsessive thinking and get out of your head and get more into your intuition. But it will be a no for some of you. If you want the answer to be no, then you have a good no. But if you were hoping for that yes for question 2, then maybe just a little bit of surrendering to your own soul, letting your ego step out of the way, that will make that maybe into a yes. Okay, so for question 3, what is the answer for group 2? For question 3, we also have a yes with question 3. So I hope that resonated for you guys and brought you a little bit of clarity. Again, don't hang all your hopes on some reading some girl did on the internet. Always, always, always check in with your intuition. If this message did not resonate, it just may not be for you, or there may be a different pile. But if this resonated for you, trust your gut, trust your intuition, that whatever you do is the right step for you. So you will have to let me know below what you thought, any stories. If you want to share what your decision is, or the change you want to make is, go ahead and do that. I always love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out the potential or what might happen if you make this choice, this change, this decision. And I want to start this out by saying at the very end of the reading, we're going to do we're going to answer 3 yes or no questions using the pendulum here. So if you want to pause right now and write down 3 questions or think of 3 questions, that would be great. Otherwise, if you want to get through the reading and let the questions kind of evolve as we do the reading, you can do that as well, and then pause it after the reading and before the questions are answered, you can do that as well. So let's go ahead and find out what you can expect if you make these changes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start right here in the middle with the Surrender to Spirit card. And this is kind of the theme of when you do take this leap of faith into this choice or decision, you are going to be really surrendering to Spirit. And it says here, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine, let Spirit work its magic for you. So this is really talking about not being so attached to the outcome, but just you do the best you can and have your intention and then release it to Spirit and let Spirit work their magic for you. So right here with the Open Your Heart card with Archangel Chamuel, it says, "Thank you, Chamuel, for removing the barriers around my heart." So whatever it is you're asking about, this choice, this change, this decision you're needing to make, this is really going to help remove those barriers around your heart. So for those of you who are in a relationship, either a significant other or a relationship in your life that's been a little bit difficult, you making this choice you're thinking of is really going to open your heart and really help you heal from things that have happened in the past. But when you pair that right here with karmic completion, that's the 10. You're at the end of one cycle and about ready to jump into the beginning of another. New beginning coming up for you as a result of making this choice. And those of you who are asking about a relationship or a job, this feels like a karmic reason for any problems or stuff you've been going through in the relationship or job. That doesn't mean you have to leave the relationship or the job, unless that was your question. Should I leave this place or this person or this energy? Then the answer for you guys might be yes, because that was a karmic relationship, a karmic job, a karmic situation, and you're on to better things. So this, especially dealing with people in any situation, you may have had walls up or barriers around your heart just to try to protect yourself, but you make this decision that you're asking about here. That's going to help bring those walls down and those barriers down so you can actually open that heart chakra. So doing some heart chakra healing and meditation might really benefit you through the change you're wanting to make. And then with this Peaceful Warrior card, it says here, Archangel Ariel. "Thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace." So this is you really speaking up for yourself in a very peaceful and non-confrontational way. So not really projecting your pain and hurt onto others, but just coming from that place of, this is what's going on for me, and this is what's happening, and speaking your truth and standing your ground. Because some of you may have been walked all over and then had to put up barriers because other people were interjecting or projecting their, I just keep seeing other people trying to project their ish onto you, and you're just done with it. You're standing your ground, you're removing those barriers from around your heart, but you have boundaries in place with certain people. So you making this decision is really going to help you work with the boundaries that you have with other people, especially if you're someone who really let a lot of other people walk all over you just to not make anyone upset or, try not to piss anyone off, so to speak. But you're standing your ground. You're saying no to things now that insult your soul, is really what Spirit's showing me. You're just done playing small. You're done doing what other people expect just because they expect it. You're doing what feels better for you. You're doing everything you can to achieve your goal and then surrendering the rest to Spirit. But if this has to do with a goal, say you're a writer, just as an example, you're a writer. With this karmic completion card here, this is letting you know any blocks or wondering about how am I going to make this thing happen. You're going to be able to have an ending and then a new beginning within this. So you can almost start over. Some of you may be starting over or wondering about moving somewhere and starting all over. Then this is beautiful energy, that the fact that that's what you're asking about, then that's a big green light, big yes from Spirit to start over. This is very clean slate energy as well, because with this happy ending here, you're completing one cycle, and then after that happy ending comes a beautiful new beginning. With the number 93 here, that adds up to a 12, which adds up to a 3. So creativity. Your creativity is really going to take off as a result, because also we have creativity on the board with Throat Chakra Amazonite. Use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. So especially those of you who've really had some difficult time, and maybe you're trying to make this decision to remove yourself from something that was really difficult, or to move on or beyond something that's been difficult for you. As a result of this completion and the happy ending, you're tying all those loose ends up. You're really going to be able to tap into that creativity and really make your goals and your dreams a reality as a result. You guys also have this solar plexus chakra card of Amber over here. Fearlessness. Turn your worrier into a warrior. Yes, absolutely. All that worry. Some of you may have even had a decision with group number 2 as well, because there was that worrying, kind of over-analyzing, overthinking kind of vibe with group 2. But you guys are really turning those worries into like a superpower or a strength. You're moving through them. any blocks or barriers you put around yourself, you're letting them all fall down, and you're creating a new dynamic or a new way of being as a result of making this decision that you're asking about. Okay, now's the time for your 3 questions. So if you haven't gotten those written out or thought about yet, go ahead and press pause. Otherwise, if you're ready, let's just get right into it. Okay, so show us yes, show us no. Okay, and the no on this, okay, there we go. It was a little wonky for a second there. Okay, so for the answer to question number 1, so Spirit, what is the answer for everyone viewing's question number 1? Pretty good yes going with number 1. What's the answer for group 3 for number 2? Question number 2's answer, also a yes. Okay, question number 3, answer to question 3. We've got ourselves a maybe. So that maybe, if you're wanting that answer to be a no, just surrendering to Spirit is going to get you a no. If you want that answer to be a yes, surrendering to Spirit will bring that maybe into a yes. So I hope that brought you a little bit of clarity, a little bit of guidance today. And again, only take what resonates for you. Don't make any real big life decisions just based on what some lady on the internet told you. Always use your own intuition, your own discretion. This is just maybe a little bit of guidance to help you along your way. But you will have to let us know below what you thought, if it resonated. Share your decision or change you want to make in your life if you feel so inclined. I always love to hear your stories and hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.